Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Hiking the Wainwrights, and welcome back to Colbeck. Wow, it is absolutely flipping freezing. -4 right here, right now. It was a little bit cold in the van last night. As you can see, it's looking a little bit icy, but the sun is rising. Sky's gorgeous. I think we're in for a good day today, which is fantastic. Yesterday, or last week for you, was not so great, was it, really? Never mind. Sorry, I've got no idea at all. I can't even look in a mirror because everything's frozen up. But yeah, lovely. So I think what I'm going to do, it's 7:45 now, is I'm going to get in a van, get it powered up, get some heating on, and then drive to the start of the walk today, over towards, bloody hell, where am I going? Where am I going? Moresdale. Is that right? If it's not right, I've just woken up. If it's not right, I'll put it on the screen. So I'm going to head over to there, and I think at that point I might get a coffee. I don't know. It's not a definite yet. I might just get there and get cracking, see how I feel. All I know is I cannot feel my feet. I cannot feel my fingers. So let's get inside. Let's get the engine on, get heated up, and we'll make our way over there. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at it. Lovely. No hassles here last night at all. Nobody came and gave me any grief, so that's good. Right, let's get on. Okay, it's -5 apparently out there now, so it's a little bit cheeky. Have I told you that I can't feel my feet? I've just got like stumps at the end of my leg. I've got 2 legs that I'm going to have to somehow push against pedals in a minute as we get over to there. It's so strange, you know, it's kind of it's been so mild here over the last couple of months as we've headed out of autumn into winter proper, but this last week or so it's really dropped, and particularly last night, flipping heck. It's good, it's all good. Oh no, wardrobe malfunctions, why didn't you tell me? Bloody pocket open. Yeah, this might take a while to get this screen defrosted, so we'll see you on the road when we're driving. Okay, I had a bit of a brainwave. Instead of me making coffee and getting cold, because it is so cold, I've told you that, I'll just go into the shop in Colbeck and just get one there, which is good. They've got pies and all that kind of stuff just been delivered, and I don't think they were quite ready. I think they're kind of cooking them now, so they won't be ready. But I think pie for breakfast is probably not a good idea, is it? Not when I've got a 10-ish mile walk to do. Although, so I've got a few biscuits here, dark chocolate and ginger oaties. They're all going to be gone within minutes. So I'm going to drink this, let the windscreen dry out a little bit more, and then we'll head over to Moresdale. It is Moresdale, isn't it? I'm sure it's Moresdale. And then we'll get on with the walk. I'm very excited about today. Sun's just come up. You can't see it, so there's no point in telling you, but it's behind these houses here. It looked amazing. So today is going to be fantastic in terms of weather, so that's good. Yeah, well, seeing stuff, I mean, unlike yesterday. Right, I'm going to shut up, and I'll see you in a minute when we're driving over there. here we are at the start of the walk. So I've parked just north of Moseley. Moseley's down there. Isn't it flipping heck? Looking gorgeous down there. Wow, Great Male Fell. And there's a good little space here for quite a few cars actually, and a van. And as you can see, it's a pretty much straight away steep pull up, which I'm kind of thankful for, because it is, have I mentioned it's cold? It's cold, back -3 still. So I'm hoping that this real steep beginning section is going to warm me up nicely. Warm us up, sorry. We all need warming up. So I'll tell you what, as I begin, let's go and have a look at the map and see exactly where the route's taking us today, and see which Wainwrights we're going to be ticking off as well. Okay, from the very handy little grassy car park, it's a short, sharp shock up the eastern face of Carrick Fell. But before we know it, we'll be on the first Wainwright of the day and looking at the very unusual feature up around the summit. Then we'll continue in a westerly direction over to Myton Hill, not Carrick Fell as it's labelled on this map, before switching north briefly to reach High Pike. Then we'll double back and make our way over to Lingy Hut for a bite to eat before pushing on to Grainsgill Beck and heading up to Coombe Height. From there we'll head down the nose of the hill through the heather and back down to the valley, where we'll cross Grainsgill Beck and then follow the River Coldew all the way along to Moresdale and then back to the van, and of course we'll seek out a suitable pub to quaff a pint. So there you have it. It's fairly long actually, fairly long walk. And Wainwright talks about it in his book that Carrick Fell is one of the only fells in the northern region that has all these crags, and kind of feels like a lot of other places in the lakes, you know, craggy fell areas, unlike the rest of the northern fells, which are kind of, you know, like yesterday really, grassy. So yes, let's get on. Like I said, let's get the blood pumping, go and get yourself a brew, and I'll see you a bit further up. Hope you enjoy it. So in terms of weather today, it's supposed to be this, like it was supposed to be yesterday, but today it's actually going to happen, I think. And then later on, I think some high level cloud is supposed to be coming in from the south, which shouldn't really affect us too much. We'll be done, which means we should be able to get some nice views, first of all of Carrick Fell, and then once we get up to High Pike, because if you remember on the Cumbria Way we didn't see anything on High Pike at all. It was completely clagged in. A bit like yesterday, last week, sorry, for you, which would be nice. It'd be nice to look north towards Carlisle and see everything back. Lovely. And we can see right towards the east as well. That's really good, really good. I think it's just better for you guys, you know, if you can see stuff. I'm not bothered, you know. It's more about your enjoyment and getting the views, you know. Anyway, let's keep going. It's kind of slippy up here because it's frozen mud. Yeah, it was a nice drive in actually, wasn't it, from Colbeck. A few times there where I couldn't see where the hell's going because of the low sun. A little bit like now. It was tricky, a little bit scary. Oh, this is lovely already. I'm liking it. So, as we get up there, as we get to the summit, it's marked on the map as having a fort up there, and indeed Wainwright alludes to it in his book. He says it's of unknown origin, unknown date, but it's certainly substantial enough, so we'll go and have a look at that, see if we can find it, because that is interesting. Any archaeologists out there watching? Sols. It's funny, I'm so hot. I feel like I need to take my coat off, but my feet are still freezing, so I know I need to stay a little bit, keep everything on a little bit longer, let the core temperature rise,
and then let the body flood the extremities with blood to try and cool off. There's like a little bit of a delay there. Look at that. Oh, I love those trees. Can you see them? I wasn't pointing the right way. This is lovely. Made even more so by the sun, I think. Yeah, they're quite interesting, these trees. I wasn't sure what they were at first. I'm still not sure, but I think they're either a pine or a spruce or something, which is quite unusual for being up on the fells like this, especially when they're, on their own like this. Weird, but nice. Oh God, back out in the sun again. That's nice, but I am quite warm. Not that any of the heat's coming from the sun, because there's nothing. Just from that hill. I'm happy to report as well that my hat is staying on properly today, which is great because I've got a little bit of stubble at the back of the head. So yeah, for winners. Gripper rods for hats. Okay, finally at the top of that. I guess it is kind of a rake, sort of. Very gentle one, I guess, but still brutal. Yeah, I kind of consider these as plaque busters in that if you've got any kind of build up of plaque in your heart, that's gonna break it all off and bust it and wash it all away, because your heart rate, well, my heart rate must have been nearly 200 beats per second then. It was crazy. Yeah, either that or he just dropped down dead. It's a heart attack. But I think, yeah, seriously, I do think that things like that probably do keep your heart clear of stuff. I'm kind of a little bit distracted because I said that we won't be affected by the cloud coming over till later on, but it's moving in now. Can you see it? High level cloud moving in. It's all looking a bit diffused. I mean, it still looks nice. I don't think it's going to affect views as such. It's just going to affect the look of things, like the light, as in everything's just going to look flat. However, from the top of this little rick here, we can see right down towards Thornthorpe Crag, High Street, so on. That entire ridge, in fact, from the expedition down to Penrith. Lovely. And I think there's a bit of inversion over on Ullswater as well, just kind of rising up. Gorgeous. Right, let's keep going. Let's get up to the top here and tick off the first Wainwright of the day. Should be there in about 10-15 minutes, something like that. I hope. Oh, I must have a heart attack. All that plaque just has its revenge. There we go. It's all kind of levelling off a little bit. But look at what we're seeing here. It's all heather. Like I said in a gazillion videos, July, August, this will be amazing. Sheepfold here, that's marked on the map just below somewhere it's called the Trough. Up here, little outcrop of rock. Yeah, views are really opening up now. I mean, look at it out towards the east. Got the Pennines here, and then it obviously drops down towards the Howgills. We can't see that because they're behind the High Street Ridge, but very nice. Yeah, I'm glad I had those biscuits this morning. I don't normally eat before coming out on these walks, but I think I didn't really sleep all that well last night. It was, have I told you it's quite cold? Oh, that's nice. Looking out towards, where the hell am I looking out towards? Is that Blencathra? It could be Blencathra, I think that is Blencathra, because I think you got Bowscale Fell here in the foreground-ish, and I'm pretty sure you can see Foul Crag as well, which is right at the top of Sharp Edge. And then the snowy one is the top of Blencathra, the summit there. Nice. So where was I going at? Yeah, I'm glad I ate the biscuits. That was the end of that story, really. Yeah, it should be quite good if we encounter bogs today, because it is, like I said, completely frozen, the ground. It should be alright. Should be able to walk right across them, which is perfect. Kind of what I was hoping for. One of the reasons why I was sort of leaving this season to the winter. Okay, very quickly before we get to the summit, and just in case they go out of view, I don't know if they will or not, but we can now see Red Screes over there, and it's all opened up to Catchy Cam. We can see Helvellyn as well. So yeah, some not bad views actually from here, not bad at all. Into the national park, you know. Okay, so at the top of the trough, now getting first sight of Carrick Fell summit, and I think we can kind of see the fort. Let's go and have a look at that. But look at it now, it's all opened up now. See the back of Skidder there, Skidder Little Man, Lonscale Pike, Lonscale Fell, sorry, and beyond. And looking north towards Scotland, it's all opening up. Look, wow. Towards Solway, that's stunning, and I think that's probably High Pike right there. So the next stop after here. Lovely, it's so nice to be able to see the route. You know, hell. Let's go and look at the fort. So, in his book, he says it's ringed by a fort. The summit is ringed by a fort, or words to that effect. And I just wonder if this is what it is. So we've got this here that was left of something, perhaps, and then there's another pile here, and another one further round. There is a footpath as well on the map that rings it. So yeah, it must be. Here we go. Yeah, look, that's amazing. I think there's a little either sheepfold or an old building of some kind here, but this is definitely the walls of something, isn't it? Was that a part of it, or is this something completely separate? I've got no idea, honestly, none. If you do, let me know, but that's very cool. Very good, and you can see it goes all the way up. So let's follow it up to the summit. So I think he was saying they reckon it dates back to ancient Britain. So, okie dokie. Looking to the south now, I think that's probably a safe bet that is Great Gable. If that is Great Gable, we should be able to see Green Gable in a minute. And if it is, then that must be Kirk Fell, and it must be going up to Pillar, the other big one, on the far right there. Interesting, isn't it? Look, this is definitely a wall. Wow. Tell you something, this is a substantial thing, a substantial fort. Let's have a spin round, because it goes all the way down there, look, and round. Oh, we need that dial, you know. Turn it back, turn back time, have a look, see what was going on here, watch the people, watch the fighting and death and stuff. Ooh. You just know I'm going to end up my ass. Yeah, let's stay off that. That's amazing, isn't it? Really, really amazing. Little bit of history. I think the history kind of brings these things to life a little bit more, rather than just being what are essentially dead hills, you know, no life on them. Because there's nothing else here, is there? Look, there's no trees or anything. So it's nice to sort of think that life was here once. You know, I'm probably thriving, I'd imagine. But yeah, can you see the valley down there? That's where I walked on the Cumbria Way. Yeah, all the way down there. We're kind of going to be going down, perhaps going down Grange Gill. I haven't decided yet on the end of this route. I haven't decided. We'll figure that one out later, how we get down there. But we end up back down in the valley there, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, so I've reviewed the footage of those hills that we can see there. It's definitely Great Gable. But I think we can see a little bit of Kirk Fell. but I don't think it's pillar. I think what we can see there is something in front of it, which must be the high style ridge. So, you know, red pike, high style, high crag. Anyway, too much waffling. Here we are on the summit of Carrick Fell. Nice. I like this thing. Nice little shelter. Ooh, God, I'm going to end up on my backside today. That's lovely, isn't it? Read more of these canes. Let's go and give it a little tap without knocking it over. That wouldn't be good, would it? Right, not going to dawdle. It's about 600 odd metres here. You've seen it already, it came on the screen. And it's -3 down there, so technically it should be about -9 here. I don't know as it is, but with that wind it flipping feels like it. So I'm going to keep on going, but first of all let me spin you around. There's High Pike, that's the next stop. Doesn't look far, does it, at all? And round, see the whole route in fact. But beyond that we can obviously see Scotland, see Colbeck down there as well. Right, let's push on before my hands fall off. Alright, so here we go, look, we can see again this ring going round the top here. I just want to get off these rocks because they're absolutely deadly. It's amazing how cold you get, you know, just standing there. I was only there a couple of minutes, just, you know, getting the camera out, and I could really feel my body get cold very, very quickly. So, next stop from Carrick Fell is Round Knot, this lump here, and then onto Mighton Hill, and it drops down a little bit, and then up to, what was it called, Dry Gill, something or other. And then we can switch off and go up to High Pike, which I'm very excited about because, you know, if you watch the Cumbria Way, didn't get any views at all, so it's kind of nice to see it from here as well. I think, okay, that's what it kind of looked like, you know. So I think I can see Carlisle out there. I think that's what that smoke or steam or whatever it is billowing up there, I think that is where Carlisle is. Kind of makes sense. It seems to be in the right place. Oh God, oh my God. Oh, the ground is so frozen. Got no traction whatsoever. Spikes would be a good idea actually, to be honest with you, just to give me a little bit more, but it's fine, it's flat down here. So as we walk over to Mighton Hill, let me just remind you once again that this particular season is sponsored by Black Crag. And the photograph you can see on the screen right now is the one that's supporting it really, and the sales of which will go straight back into making future series and future videos and so on. And it's a time limited edition. Like I've said before, once this season is over, then I won't be printing that picture ever again. In fact, I'll just delete it. It's going to be gone. I've done that before. I print them out for the length of a season, and then when it's over, it's deleted off my computer, never to be seen again. So all that is out there is all that's out there, you know. So it kind of adds a little bit of value to your piece of art. And like I said, everything I make from these goes straight back into making these videos. Without that, really, I kind of can't go out and do anything. I can't go anywhere. I have to make videos at home, which will be a bit boring, I think. Also, while we're on our way over there, let me know what your favourite time of year is to walk. Do you prefer winter walks like this, where it's nice and frosty and you get these beautiful crisp days? It's a bit grim now though. Or do you prefer summer walking, the long days where you can be out early morning or right into the evening, shorts and t-shirt? You know, I guess there's trade-offs, isn't there, on either, because these days are great. You get beautiful light, low light, you kind of get almost sunset or sunrise all day, which is great for photography. It's generally quieter. It's kind of nice to wear coats and stuff as well, I think, and the air quality can be quite good as well. And you don't get the flipping midges and mozzies and everything else, all the other things that are trying to bite you and kill you. Even the ticks are kind of gone, you know. So it's kind of pluses and minuses for both, isn't there? Because summer is great. You can just sit out and fall asleep, you know, on a fell side. Anyway, let me know what your favourite is in the comments. And, you know, not necessarily here. You know, I think a lot of you guys walk all over the place, you know, in the UK and other parts of the world. Let me know what your favourite season is to get out and get your boots on and stuff. Get your butties out. That's not a euphemism. It sounds like a euphemism, that, doesn't it? Get your butties out. Get your butties out, foot lads. Right. Far too much waffleage. Let's get on to Mountain Hill and push on to High Pike. Another benefit of winter, straight across frozen bogs without any issues whatsoever. Yeah, this in summer, I reckon, well, not even in summer, you know, any other time it's not frozen, would be a bit squelchy, I think. Yeah, it's getting worse, look. Did you hear that? It was all going so well. I think we'll be alright though. Hell. Oh God. I think what we'll do is we'll go right round this, look. Let's not even bother trying to go across it. Oh! Heck. What's the best way? Salted. Sort of. There's a path there, look. Let's get back over there. Somehow. I love this though, you know, this sort of trying to find your way through stuff and dealing with it and just really being out in nature. Wonderful. That isn't though. Kind of gone wrong again. I think, okay, let's head over there, look. Can you see? It's quite dark. I think I can see a little bit of a trod going off that way. I think that is a nightmare. But yeah, just saying, you know, it's nice to do this sort of thing and to figure out, ooh, can't go there, let's try and get across to that. And, oh dear, I've got wet feet. Gotta be said, this is a pretty nice office, isn't it? Because that is essentially what this is now. This is my work and it's, you know, this is it. I hope this is it forever. And that is almost entirely thanks to the Black Clan, the Patreon group. Without them, or without you, because I know you were watching as well and supporting, I just wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be out here now. I'd have to, like I said, get a proper job. That's the wrong way. I need to concentrate. Yeah, so if you want to, you know, join Patreon, be a part of that community, then you know where to go. There's a link down in the description if you want to join Patreon. Oh, love it. That wind is biting though, you know. Wow, coming in from the south, and you can see all the clouds moving in from the south as well, which it was forecast to do, but later on in the day. Bloody thing. Just weather lies. They never get it right. It's bleak, isn't it? It is seriously bleak round here, but it is lovely. It's beautiful, bleak but beautiful. So we can now see the whole Scafell Massif from here. Obviously you can see Great Gable still, but now Scafell Pike, that whole ridge, Broad Crag, right along to Great End. Lovely. I must admit, I did not realise you could see that from here, so that's a nice, pleasant surprise. it just looks very far away. I do feel very far removed from all the fells that I really, really love, you know. So I think I can see the black speck of Lingy Hut over there. Again, going back to the Cumbria Way, took refuge in there for a little bit in that rain. So we're going to have a look again today. We'll go up to Great Lingy Hill, which isn't a Wainwright, but we might as well go and have a look at it. It looks quite nice. Pile of stones. I think this is Myton Hill, by the way. And then we'll drop down to Lingy Hut. Depending on if there's people in there or whatever, I'll get something to eat in there, I think. Get out the wind, which kind of makes sense. It's good. So, High Pike isn't far away at all now, really. I think I can see someone up there. Little stick figure. Yeah, I think just having all this frozen boggage has made travelling across here much quicker than what it would be if it wasn't frozen. I think it would have been slow work going across there, maybe a little bit trudgy. But today, wow, there's no stopping, apart from that one bit where it was a little bit, you know, like walking into a lake. I've got Vaseline on, by the way. It's not snot. Honest. It's just that wind, it's like everything's drying out. It's a bit of a nightmare. There's a lot to be said for doing these kind of walks, you know, in the depths of winter. Okay, I think we've got two people coming down from the summit now of High Pike. Apart from the chap right at the beginning who just pulled up in his car as I was setting off, sorry, as we were setting off, I haven't seen anybody else besides these two. So, yeah, quiet as hell around here. That's nice down there, isn't it? Little secret valley. Whoa, he slipped. That's the only downside to this time of year. Okay, so just getting up to the track that I dropped down to from High Pike on the Cumbria Way. So I came down here, that person's coming down, and went off, and that's what we'll do in a minute once we've done High Pike. We couldn't see any of that though, remember? It was just like all clagged in. And yeah, now we can, it's good. I think that's one person, by the way. I thought it was two. That's how bad my eyes are. I'm seeing double. And we're almost there. Okay, here we are once again on the summit of High Pike. Look, that's more like it, isn't it? That's a grand view. I don't even know if you can hear me. Let's touch the trig. That's nice. Little compass points there. Same problem as last time, I'm sure it is. I'm sure the wind was an issue last time. But yeah, wow. That's fantastic, and look, we're getting a view out to what we did yesterday, so we can see Longlands there, up to Lowfoot. You can see Little Scarfell and Great Scarfell as well, and then Knot. So we didn't do Knot, remember? We kind of just bombed it down. Wow! Look at the Solway. Look at it. God, that's amazing. That is such a stunning view. What a treat. Once again, I'm not going to hang around here. It's far too cold. Just going to get over to, where is it? Great Lingy Hill there. And then we'll drop down to Lingy Hut and hopefully squeeze in there and get some scranage. Those guys might be in there, I don't know. I would do the spin around and show you what we can see, but getting cold. Straight into the wind now. You won't be here, damn thing. Soz. That is a problem. But we'll get down to here again. It should calm down a bit. Yeah, it doesn't take long at all to get from the top back down to the track. Very, very quick, in fact. Bloody hell. Very, very grateful about that, because that wind is definitely pushing it well below -10. It has to be. Okay, back onto the Cumbria Way again. And that's the way we came just a minute ago from Carrick Fell, heading down here. And at some point, I must admit I don't recall this at all from that previous walk. There'll be a path that branches off. It'll just take us up to the top of Great Lingy Hill. You know, it's just a hill. It's not a Wainwright. I really liked this track on that particular section of the walk. Day 2, I think it was. It was very enjoyable, this bit. It was kind of like, you know, after all the low-level stuff leading up to Coldbeck, which is alright, but, you know, it's just not my bag, really. Getting up here and being back in the bleakosity of it all. Remember, we're all bleakologists. It felt good. It felt good here. Okay, on second thoughts, I'm not going to bother going up to Great Lingy Hill. It's that there, look. It's just it's a nothing of a thing. It looks boring. So we'll get on to Lingy Hut and get some scranage. How do? Whopping great sheepfold here. It's marked on the map as well. Just before Lingy Hut's just round the corner here. Okay, can you see the hut? Let's get past all this flipping deadly ice first. There we go. Definitely not as atmospheric. That day was amazing when it just kind of loomed out the mist like that. Okay, let's get in there. Oh. Once again, nobody here. But today at least we can see out, look. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, butty time. Let's had a bit of a clear out. Got rid of loads of junk. Lovely. I don't know about these sandwiches though. I don't think they were lovely. Touch wood. Well, they were alright yesterday, but touch wood. Gonna be okay again today. Almost exactly the same. Where's my Snickers? Don't understand. Oh. This thing gonna blow away. It's definitely moving. Ah, Snickers. Sorted. Right. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I think it's time to go. I've been here about an hour now. Just eating and talking, so several different people came and sat in here and had the butties and then went off. Had a bit of a chat. And I bumped into a guy called Norman. Hopefully Norman's going to watch this video, I don't know. He said he was going to subscribe, but who knows. But he gave me loads of information about Carrick, a bit of a history buff. I was just kind of joking with him, saying that you need to join me on these videos so I get the history right. But yeah, as we walk out of here, heading up towards Coombe Heights, I'll kind of talk about what he mentioned there, because it was really fascinating actually. Right, let's head out into the cold and the wind. It's looking nice though, isn't it? Can you see it? It's too bright. Right, come on, let's go. Okay. Oh god. Icy blast. There we go. Lingy Hut. Wonderful. Wonderful little refuge. Oh, it looks so bright on the back of this. Is it just too bright? I mean, it is like that. So, we're dropping down to Grange Gilbeck. We're not going to go down there. I think we're going to go up to Coombe Heights. And so you've probably already seen that on the map anyway. But it's been a little bit fluid today, kind of trying to decide where to go and where not to go. But I think we're going to go and do that and then go down the nose here. It just looks really interesting. Oh god, I'm freezing. Let's get some blood back in the fingers. I do remember this bit on the Cumbria Way, and it was a little bit nasty because of the bogs, but hey, look at this, just skipping straight across them. Okay, time check, it is 10 to 1, which means we've got about 3 hours of daylight left, which is, well, should be plenty. I mean, it's not a problem, as always this time of year. Got my torch, but like I said before, it's the filming that's the problem. I'm actually looking forward to going up that hill, just to get a little bit of heat. Okay, here we are at Grange Gilbeck, and last time on the Cumbria Way, headed down there. Remember that? Couldn't see any of that, by the way. You can still see Lingy Hut. That's amazing. Okay, let's get across and then get up. So the chap I was talking to in Lingy Hut there, Norman, what a lovely bloke, really nice fella. He was saying that he's read several books now that say that the fort up on Carrickfell was most likely a Roman fort, and he was saying that they could get a message, a signal from Hadrian's Wall all the way down to York in 3 minutes, which is amazing. So there's like a signal fire near Hadrian's Wall, wherever, by Carlisle. There'd be one up there, like that one, then one somewhere else. He did say, I don't know where it was, and then eventually down into York, the Vale of York. Amazing. It kind of makes sense. It does make sense that would be Roman up there because of the positioning of it, with Penrith and Carlisle. But I don't think there seems to be any consensus, so it might just be one of those things that we'll never know for sure. You bored yet? Anyway, let's get up to Coombe Heights and see what it's like from there. I've got no idea what the descent's going to be like from here, by the way. It's all completely unknown. It could be an absolute hellscape. Sort of getting up to Coombe Heights now. When I say sort of, it's kind of a bit difficult to know exactly where the summit is. It's a bit flat and boring. But we're getting the site of Blencathra back. Looking very interesting down to the south now. Into the fells, got some nice layer action going on. Hellfire. Hey, that's looking good, isn't it? All the skidder as well. Can you see any of it? I don't know. Bloody hell. So we're going to kind of switch off this way now. Yeah. But before we do, let's just get the big camera. Let me show you what we're looking at here. That is gorgeous. That's looking right between the notch of Lonscale Fell and Blencathra. The back of Skidder. Wow. Loving that light. It's really soft. Blencathra. Right, let's get down the nose of Coombe thingy. Something or other. That little knob you see right in front of us, that's Carrick Fell. So we're kind of heading in that, you know, general van direction. This is the kind of light that's perfect for getting shots of herdies. It's a nice, soft, 45-degree angle, perfect light. One problem, there are no herdies. I've not seen a single sheep. So I think this path is going to start off quite benign like this, nice and easy, but I think it is going to get much deeper and through heather and all sorts, so I just don't know what this is going to be like at all. But it will drop us out by that gorgeous little bridge that goes over Grainsgill Beck at the bottom there. That's looking lovely towards Bowscale Fell. Wow, very nice. I'm looking forward to that one actually. So yeah, another little factoid, thanks to Norman, because he was going down Grainsgill Beck and he was going to go look at the mines, and I think I might have mentioned the mines on the Cumbria Beck, I don't know. And he was saying that dates right back to the Romans as well, so they were just kind of found surface things, you know, bits of minerals on the surface, but then obviously it was mined later on. And he was saying that they mined it in the Second World War and they found something that's very rare called wolfram. And it's the stuff they make tungsten from, basically. So the armour-piercing shells and whatever they used in the Second World War to pierce the armour of the tanks. That's where that came from. The irony of it all is that, I think he was saying the Romans brought the Germans in, but I suspect it might have been the Elizabethans, because I know they definitely brought in German miners. Yeah, they brought German miners in to get the wolfram out. And then eventually the wolfram killed the Germans. I've probably got all that wrong, by the way. If you're a history buff, just ignore everything I've said. Sorry, I've been a bit useless today. Another little factoid that I wanted to tell you up on Carrick Fell, and I completely forgot, because I was like, you know, talking about the fort, and then I was so tired from going up that steep bit and cold, I just forgot, is that it's one of the only places in the Lake District that you find gabbro, which is like it's an igneous rock, and it's black rock basically, and it's basically what the black coolings are made of up in Skye. So weird, yeah, it's weird how that's... Calm down. It's weird how that's the only place you can find it, or certainly one of the only places you can find it in the lakes. What happened for that to be the case? Weird, isn't it? It's these damn roots again. Bloody roots. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry I forgot that little bit of a factoid for you. I tried to bring some stuff. Norman definitely brought some stuff, which is great. This is looking pretty good actually, this route down. So far, so good. It's been better than I thought it was going to be. A little bit slippy, as you can see. I think my head is in the pub, that's the trouble. I always get to this point of the day where we're going down and I'm thinking, which pub? And I know which pub we're going to, by the way. See if you can guess where we're going. See if you can guess at this point. Drop a comment if you're going to guess at this point. I mean, you might just cheat. It doesn't matter. But I've got an idea. Again, never been there, so it should be good. That's a cute little pile of stones. That's Roman. It could be. So we're right over the mines now. This fell was mined a lot. Hang on a minute. This path seems to have disappeared almost. Okay, not far. You can see the bridge. You can see the steep ground here. Got the bridge there, look. And that's the track that takes you off to Skidder House. This is the River Caldew here. It goes round to Mooresdale and eventually round to Coldbeck. And then out, you know, to somewhere. Carlisle. Oh God. I've got this terrible habit as well, you know, I've put my tongue between my teeth when I'm concentrating, walking and filming. One of these days I'm going to chop my tongue off. Which probably won't be a bad thing. There'll be quiet videos, that's for sure. Oh God. Just too busy looking at that tree. I think it's a rowan, but I might be wrong. It's difficult to tell. All I know is I've fallen over I don't know how many times now. And I think I have to say I'm never going to wear hard-soled boots ever again. I'm making a decision right now. You're hearing it here first. Never again. I've just been slipping and sliding all day today. And these are the boots that I've done a review on. I said they were great, and they were great when I first got them. But I don't know, the soles have just, they're so hard. I've got sore knees today. I know that last time I wore them I ended up having sore knees for a few days afterwards, and I just think they're wrong. And you know, the tiniest little pebble will throw me off balance. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going back to soft sole shoes. I'm going to find some that are decent for the winter, but that's it, I'm done. There's absolutely no reason at all for me to have a hard-soled boot, unless I'm going over, you know, like sharp edge or striding edge in the winter with crampons on. That's the only time I'll ever wear them. And not only do they not give me that much traction either, on any surface it would seem, they're kind of heavy as well, just bulky, and I feel clumsy and cumbersome in them. When I put my like rock lights on or something, I feel light and sprightly. I do kind of feel, I have thought this today, I feel like I could have probably run today. Everything seems to have got lighter, the bag's lighter, I've got less gear with me now. I just kind of feel like I could have done a bit of a fell run today. Hey, who knows? Who knows where this channel's going? God knows. To the dogs. Anyway, rant over, mourn sort of over. Let's get down to the bridge here. Look, we got down there pretty quick actually. That was a good route off, and I'm pleased I came down there. See? What the hell? That was just a bit of grass. I'm pleased I came down there instead of Grange Gilbeck, because I think that possibly could have been really slippy. And we've done that anyway. So can you see the guy over there in the red coat? That's Norman. So yes, he's, like I said, he's just been down to the mines, had a little wander through there, had a wander around there, I think. Right, that's the track that takes you to Skidder House, and then obviously Keswick beyond that. A little bit of a flashback from the Cumbria Way. And from the Cumbria Way we came down Grains, I can't even say it, I can't even speak anymore. Grains Gilbeck here. In fact, there's Lingy Hut there, you can see Lingy Hut. But this is a wonderful view, isn't it? This little bridge. And the mine's just up there as well. That's great. Right, it's taken us about an hour to get here from Lingy Hut, which you can still see, and I think it's going to take us, according to the map, it's going to take us about an hour to get back to the van. I can definitely think of worse ways of spending an hour of my life than walking down this wonderful little lane along the river. It's just gorgeous, and there's no one here, nobody. It's nice, all this juniper here, look. It's kind of rare to see it so low down like this. I guess there's no sheep round here. very, very peaceful down here. I've not seen a single person, no cars, no farmers. Obviously there are farmers, but I've not seen any. Just sheep, a few birds, and us. A few thousand of us. Look at this here. This is a wall of gorse. So imagine what that looks like in April. That is going to be all yellow. Amazing. Did that quite a lot today. So, oh wow, it's looking nice back there. Let me spin you around. Soz. It's looking really nice conditions. Yeah, almost back of the van. It's in sight now. In sight, which means I can literally smell the beer. So excited. You know, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, you've been watching just this one, maybe one or two, and you've not subscribed, please just hit the subscribe button. It makes no difference to you at all if you do, but it makes a huge difference to this channel. What the hell is that? I thought it's gone now. I thought it was a UFO coming across the field. That's how delirious I am now. I need ale stat. Don't know if you can see the dude there doing some bouldering. There's another dude there doing some bouldering. And there's someone else bouldering there, look. So everywhere there's been a car parked down this road, there's been a boulderer just up from it. I mean, they are great places to go, look. This is a bit cheeky. A hill right at the end. I mean, it's not a steep hill, but it's a hill. Unnecessary. Okay, back at the van. How you doing? Okay, let's get to the pub.